My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Slay the Spire. We did the Ironclad last time, we'll do the Silent this time, and then I promise after that we will play the Defect. Look, you gotta understand, I have played a lot of Defect. There was like 3 straight months where I played nothing but the Defect at 3 episodes a day. I gotta take a little time to cool down. Choose. Oh boy. Probably gonna do the loose starting relic for random boss relic, and then I'll get the Snecko Eye and I'll cry about it. You know, my standard. Oh, this isn't the optimal boss relic. It's my impression of me. What do you think? All right. No. Okay, maximum elite paths on the left. It's actually got pretty good spaces as well. I don't want the curse. It's just another card to remove. Sure. Okay. Well... That's not great, Velvet Choker. The Silent generates a lot of cards. And has, like, a lot of low-cost cards. Oh, yeah, I'd love to play a Backstab, but I can't, really. I'd love to draw some cards, but I probably shouldn't. Take a dodge and roll. Move a defense. So I can keep the deck relatively, balanced in terms of aggression and defense. 3 strikes. 3 strikes, sorry. 2 strikes at the front line. What can I do with this energy in the early game as a Silent? Well, the immediate things that come to mind are Predator. 2 energy, draw 2 extra cards next turn. It's nice. It's also a fair amount of damage. Skewer. Choke. See, the problem is Choke wants you to play multiple cards after it. But Velvet Choker specifically is going to limit the amount of cards I can play. So sure, I would be able to play a maximum of 5 cards after Choke. An upgraded Choke does 5 HP damage, so 5 times 5's 25, 25 plus 12's 37. So it's 37 at the absolute optimal that it could possibly be. But if you're always looking at the best case scenario, you fail to realize that in most scenarios, it will end up being 12 damage. Consider, like, any enemy that has artifacting as well. Ugh. Just a lot to invest for nothing. Sneaky Strike also has a problem in that, like, discard builds, when you discard the cards that give you a benefit for discarding them, so I'm talking about Tactician, I'm talking about Reflex, I'm talking about literally no other cards. So Tactician, Reflex. Tactician gives you more energy to play other cards, Reflex gives you more cards. Neither of those are things that I want or need when I have the Velvet Choker. Not because the Velvet Choker is supplying them, but because the Velvet Choker limits my ability to capitalize on them. I am so salty. I told you this was going to happen as well. It's a suboptimal boss, really. It's me. The thing that we can best do here is get X-cost cards, right? Things like Skewer, which I pronounce like that specifically to annoy you. But unfortunately, I kind of punked myself on that one because now I've started to say, Fjord, which is fewer. In real life, it's not great. It's just not good. I kind of want to take Riddle with Holes as a way to deal damage because I've just got elites from now on. Not only am I going to take Riddle with Holes, I'll also upgrade with Riddle with Holes. I would have loved Dash. I would have taken Dash there. But I need a way to deal some damage to these elites that I'm going to be fighting. I choose not to defend here, by the way, because unless I'm going to be killing the enemy next turn... And oh, never mind. I'm not going to be. It's a net negative. Is there any hand that doesn't draw lethal? Literally no. Okay, so I'll double defend this turn. And now it's okay to defend. Because I know I'm killing the enemy next turn, so they don't get, like, enough benefit to outweigh the defense that I got from their Enrage, which is they gain 2 strength every single time that we play a skill. The Specimen, whenever an enemy dies, transfer any poison it has to an enemy. None of those. Dagger Spray is really, really, really good. too good. See, I have the foundations for like a strength deck here because I have multiple hit, right? I have the foundations for an Envenom deck as well because I have the Specimen as well as I have multiple hit. So I'm kind of just trying to look into those at the moment. Those are also things that neither would severely get hampered by the Velvet Choker. Wouldn't be great, but it wouldn't get severely hampered. I'll upgrade the Dagger Spray here because this space is either going to be the Lagavulin or the Sentinels because the last space was the Gremlin Knob and it can't be the Gremlin Knob 2 times in a row. Unless it's the event that summons an elite, in which case that doesn't apply in normal rules, right? But 2 normal elite spaces can't be the same elite if they're in a row. Duvu Doll, for each curse in your deck, start combat with an additional strength. Well, now we take curses. As I said, it's a strength deck. I'm going to use a skill potion here, actually. Lucked out. Guess I'll take Alchemize and just get a potion back. Alright, I'm extremely hopeful that I get the Dagger Spray in the next hand because it kills the backline. See, this is exactly the worst case scenario that I was trying to play against. I was considering using a second strike on the Sentry so that if I absolutely low-rolled my draw, by the way, literally every card is currently in there is a aggressive card. If I drew any of them except for Neutralize with this strike, I would be able to kill. But I was trying to mitigate this exact worst case scenario by striking. But I decided ultimately that I was going to take the gamble that I got the Dagger Spray in the next hand, but otherwise I was going to be pretty likely to still be able to kill the Sentry. And it didn't work out. Rough. That said, I'm just going to max defend this turn because I know that the Dagger Spray kills the backline next turn anyway. Mm-hmm. 3 weak. So, well, 3 damage and weak, right? So does that make you vulnerable to anything you weren't previously vulnerable to? No. Still 2 strikes from dead. Riddle with Holes does 20, so I'll make this Sentry vulnerable to dying to a single Riddle with Holes. Excuse me. Not ill, just clearing my throat. You suck. Lame. Now I have to use the Riddle with Holes against the Sentry. Ugh. Do I? No. It's fine. We get 2 turns to draw a single strike. We'll be okay. Or Riddle with Holes, I guess. Blue Candle. Curse cards cannot be played. You can play a curse will make you lose 1 HP and exhaust the card. Okay, this is definitely a curse deck now. It is all curse. Leg Sweep. Newly nerfed. It's got less block. This is an all curse deck and it's all aggressive as well. I'm gonna need to hit up a bunch of questos. You know, the question mark spaces. It's a fun new way I say that. So that I can capitalize on this. I'm about to just be weakened again. So 25% means 15 damage from the Riddle with Holes. Okay. It's still a better split. Sure, literally all of that just gets played. I just wanted to set up the frontliner to dying to a single Dagger Spray. Oh no, but I'm weakened, so it's not going to work like that. That's okay, they died at triple strike anyway. Stop weakening me! Stop it. And start giving me curses, damn it. Dagger Throw would be a nice way to get rid of curses. If I didn't have Blue Candle, I would consider taking it. I do have Blue Candle, though, so I won't be taking it. I'm gonna full defend here. Who's our final boss on this floor? Yep, it's Slime Boss. Good, 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 good. Slime Boss is the one you're happy to see if you're an aggressive deck. Hexaghost is your next most happy one to see if you're an aggressive deck. And then the absolute last is Guardian. Nope. Just no. Like, alchemize, but then I can't take Sozu after the boss, rather. So I've still got my weakness in my deck, and I'm holding a Ghost in the Jar as well as a speed potion. I mean, you know, this is the perfect time to be waking up the enemy. Take 3 damage this turn. Next turn I can negate like as much as I want, and in fact will. Ghost in the Jar. That just saved me 14 HP. Not bad. Another aggressive card, and we've got the kill. Nice. Anchor! Start each combat with 10 block. That is actually extraordinarily powerful for us. Also, all-out attack is here. That's another AoE. It is quite strong. I'll be taking it. Oh my god. Sling of Courage. Start each elite combat with 2 strength. Yes. That is so good for us. That's like... good lord. Need a cold shower. I do think we should probably start removing basic strikes, though. Over defends as well. And we don't want to rest before this boss fight. We need to be all-out aggressive here. That sucked. Oh, it's not great draws. Not great draws. Alright, fine. Just defend through it. Damn it. Really didn't want to have to do that. I just need like a high damage turn to break you. Fact is, my deck has a lot of AoE. I'm about to go into the next shuffle as well. Fine. Ugh. I hate that I just did that. Go. At least we're not weakened on the first turn. That's nice. Yeah, I'm gonna be defending here. 731. Sure. Cool. I'm gonna get them both close to the ability to split them. Because when you split them, you effectively also deny them that turn. Definitely don't want to be weakened. Got him. Alright, Dagger Spray is the kind of saving... Oh my gosh, that's so bad. Whew, I'm glad no one was attacking on that turn. That would have been devastating. Alright, now they're both within range of the Dagger Spray or the all-out attack, both of which are still in the deck. Boom. Cool. So we lost 8 HP over the course of that combat. If we'd rested before it, we would not have been able to upgrade our all-out attack. And all-out attack and Dagger Spray are going to form the basis of all of the stuff that we need next lore. I'm really hoping for Calling Bell here. I know, right? Burst Tools, the Trade Corpse Explosion. No, we have our AoE covered, so we don't need the Corpse Explosion to provide that. We have not enough skills to capitalize on Burst, and we've already turned down the Tools of the Trade. Why would we take another one? We could use it to discard the curses, but we could also just not ever have them in our deck by burning them, not by not picking them up. Calling Bell, no. Damn it. Cutting 2 cards from our deck would make it a lot stronger, but I'm also looking at the Hovering Kite right now. The extra energy, like 5 energy, means that no matter what hand I draw, I will be able to play everything. No, it's not. Riddle with Holes, Dagger Spray, just Riddle with Holes, and 4 other cards. Oh, except for the fact that Hovering Kite is discard, right? The thing is, Hovering Kite would be pretty good still. This would actually give me a benefit of the, or rather give me the best benefit of Tools of the Trade, the ability to just discard the curses straight up without having to play the Tools of the Trade. And I get an energy for it as well. The big problem here is that, like, removing another card from my deck is extremely bad. Because the more cards I remove from my deck, the more I increase the kind of density of, or rather what's the word I'm looking for? It's not density. The saturation of my deck in the curses that I pick up. Is it ectoplasm? I don't think it's ectoplasm. I value shops too highly. I don't have enough money to really pick things up at a shop. It's going to be empty cage. I'm going to remove 2 strikes. I think that might actually be important in terms of allowing me to defend myself while I also hit my aggression against elites. Okay. There's 1 3 elite path. There's 2 3 elite paths, actually. So I need the one with the most question marks. 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 2, 3. Cool. We want the most question marks because we want curses. In particular, I want Necronomicus. That would be extraordinarily powerful for us. I hate that that first turn had like nothing I could really do. Oh, great. Yeah, here's... perfect. Right when I needed him. Yeah, I'm going to save myself a bunch of damage here by using the Swift Potion. I think so. Move a card from my deck? Sure. I think it's probably time to get a defend out of here, considering our draws. Gosh, damn it. Already defended. You don't need to... Terror would totally fit in this deck. Terror is like something that's kind of like glaringly absent. Curses, obviously, which I'm really... Oh my god, now you're offering me a Tactician. Tactician wouldn't have actually benefited me. It would have given me something to discard, but wouldn't have given me any benefit in result. So the correct order here is going to be Strike, then Neutralize to get the armor down without triggering the next Malleable, then Dagger Spray, which will trigger Malleable twice, but both of those triggers will occur after the damage has gone through. That's, like, the ordering here is so specific around playing around Malleable. You want all of your... Well, like, there's general best practices that you should probably stick to. I was really hoping that wouldn't do that, but I was fine with it. You want to play your multi-attacks at the end. That's like the biggest kind of like best practice that you can follow here. Really not a huge fan of the fight though. Regen potion, nope. Don't want none of those. At the very least, I'm gonna have 2 strength for all of my multi-hits in the boss combat, in the elite combats. But I really need strength outside of that as well. I really need curses. That's why I'm going to the question mark spaces, because they give you events. Events can give you curses, but I'm just not getting them. I had 1 offer of a curse, and it was instead of the Velvet Choker. So it was that early in the run. Literally the first thing we did. I would love to all-out attack here. In fact, I think I'm actually going to use a regen potion. All-out attack is 1 damage short of killing, by the way. That's why I couldn't use it. And now I pay for it here. Wow. Ouch. Okay, I get all of my 15 HP from that regen potion. If I now immediately get another regen potion drop, I'm going to be so mad about it. No, and probably not another dagger spray yet. Well, I've got my 2 strength at least. Oh god, it's not even going to be enough. So I can take down 1 enemy here. I'm going to use liquid bronze as well. No, there's later elite fights. I'll be fighting the stabbing book probably at some point, so. Seems like a thing for then, rather than now. Bad draw. Well, was it? It left all of my AoE still in my deck. That sounds like a pretty good draw to me. A lot of damage, though. More bank. Whenever you climb a floor, gain 12 gold. No longer works after you spent any gold in a shop. Adrenaline, thank you. As much as I wanted the dash there, the adrenaline is really powerful. I have to. I'm probably dead in the next space if I don't do this. I'm not a huge fan of it, but if it stops me from immediately dying, yeah. Yeah, I'm all about that life now. I hate this, though. That's horrible. We're getting made, what's it called? Entangled. Right before I draw both of my most powerful attacks. Ouch. Now that's smart. I'm also weakened every single time I play one of my AoE attacks as well, which sucks. Okay, I'm no longer weakened, but I am vulnerable. Thankfully, I am still intangible on this turn where I am vulnerable. Alright. We're taking 1 damage this turn, but we're fine. Whew. Yeah, no, I would have died in this fight had I not taken that apparition. So you can say that apparition's a bad choice. You can say that apparition isn't a good idea. You can say that apparition doesn't fit in this deck. But this deck would be dead without it. I could take Caltrops. Just have Thorns. Like, super Thorns. Thing is, it's not a defensive deck, so... not a great choice. Mango, upon pickup, raise your max HP by 14. Nice. Also raises my current HP by 14. If I gave away Adrenaline, I would get 10 max HP as well as heal to full. That's probably not a great idea, though. It's just another strike. Now, who's our boss this floor? I need to know. Automaton. Yeah, I'm dead to the Automaton unless I get, like, apparitions in the right time. So I'm gonna need to upgrade a couple of these apparitions to stay in my deck. This is exactly when I wanted my Liquid Bronze, by the way, as well. Book of Stabbing Fight. Get him! Oh, 6 as well. Which is to say, rather, that I played 6 cards that turn. Okay. Next brave. Riddle with holes. Thing is, this is gonna work in this fight, but it's not gonna work in, like, normal combats. Centennial Puzzle! The first time you lose HP, each combat, draw 3 cards. That's actually extremely important, because the first... so, having curses in your deck is a net draw negative when you have the blue candle, because sure, you draw them, but you play them, and you don't get an extra card to replace them, right? The Centennial Puzzle offsets that. It draws 3 the first time you lose HP each combat, which is usually going to be when you exhaust your first curse. If you have enough curses. So, game, would you like to give me some curses, please? Juzu Bracelet, regular enemy combat are no longer encountered in question mark rooms, so that means that they're going to be in events, and events are oftentimes, you know, the thing that I just said beforehand. Thing is, literally on full HP, I'm not living against a Hyper Beam, and the rest is 14. So I think I'm better off, again, upgrading another apparition. So that I can try and have an apparition ready for that turn. The ones that are ethereal, I'll definitely play. The other ones, I'm in no rush. Definitely gonna use the Dex Potion as well. You're gonna take Adrenaline? I don't really care about that. So I'll be taking 7 damage this turn. Okay, I'm like, with that. Kind of okay, actually. I can actually use the Survivor to discard this apparition so that I don't have to play it. It's a good idea. I don't know if there's literally any chance that we win this fight, but I'm gonna give it my God's honest attempt. If I don't play an apparition here, I'm dead. Need fewer turns like that, video game. It's unfortunate. We actually end up burning an apparition. Still one in the deck. Beautiful, so we have it for this turn. Maximum defense that I could get, 10, 21, 10, 21s, 31 plus 6, 37 plus 13, 50. So I'm dead by 1 HP if I don't play the apparition. This is why I upgraded the apparitions, by the way, specifically for this turn. Unfortunately, I drew all of my defense as well, rather than having, you know, a great offensive turn alongside it. It's going to become pretty obvious pretty quickly what the problem with that was. $26 incoming. Defend all but 3. I'm not going to have apparition in my next draw. I'm dead. That sucks. That sucks. Like, there's no way I can defend against this, right? That's 32 damage. I've got 7, 7, 6, 20. 20 plus 10's 30. Yeah, we're dead. Maximum defense. All right. So what would have helped that deck? You could see that we were not having too much difficulty with the elites. I mean, we were having a little bit of difficulty, but we weren't having that much difficulty with the elites because of the extra strength, right? Because it was extending 5 extra damage on our Riddle with Holes, 2 extra damage on our Dagger Spray, 1 extra damage in AoE on our all-out attack. Same for the Dagger Spray, by the way. So it was really accelerating the fight a lot. What were we missing? We were missing Terror, definitely. This deck also would have benefited from Dash, if Dash wasn't offered at the same time as Adrenaline. It would have benefited from Skewer, if Skewer was literally ever offered. It would have benefited from Necronomicon, because that would have doubled the Riddle with Holes. It would have, as well as giving me a curse, increasing the damage of the Riddle with Holes. It would have benefited from literally any curses showing up at any point in the game, other than in literally the first space, before I would actually pick them up. Like, our second relic, ever since then, we got no curses offered. That's a little... That's a shame. That's a little bit wonky, if you ask me. The apparitions kept us alive, but yeah, they can't... They can work miracles, but not all of the time. We just didn't have enough direct damage to take down the automaton at any point there, so the extra strength was necessary, especially. Other ways to get extra damage in this deck probably would have violated the Velvet Choker, so like playing a bunch of small attacks to benefit from the strength that we didn't have. Jax would have been nice. Jax would have been incredibly powerful. Jax would have been incredibly powerful, not only because it gives you 2 strength for 0 energy, 3 on the upgrade, but it also deals damage to you, which would be extremely helpful with Centennial Puzzle in order to fuel our draw. And we can mitigate some of the damage it does to us by playing an apparition first, so the Jax can only deal a maximum of 1 damage. That said, it didn't work out. I'm pretty sad about it, though. For the moment, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slay the Spire. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we will see you next time, Robert.